the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Memphis Grizzlies. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. A look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Wells, and it's Edey in at the center position. And for Oklahoma City, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. Well, both these teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
Here's Hartenstein. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Hartenstein's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Thunder. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Morant. Out to the right wing. Holmgren wide open. Edey with the rebound. Down low. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home. Bane with the hops. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Mark Daigneault. David, what did he say?
Of course, Ja Morant's named first and foremost, so I asked him about the strategy. He said try to plug every defensive hole we see. I know if we give Morant any space, he'll try and slice right through us, so we can't have any cracks in the armor. A tall order for the defense against the unstoppable Morant. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And, you know, Stan, we've watched Desmond Bane evolve into a #1 option on offense. He's always been there, but now he really is at the top of the heap.
Yeah, he sure is. Look, Kevin, you know, he came into the league as a three-point shooter, and he's a great one. But he's developed his game off the dribble, very good mid-range shooter, and he's strong enough to finish around the rim.
Morant, and finished off by Morant.
The best dunking point guard in the game, Ja Morant.
And here now the Thunder. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Well, they shot it well because of how selfless they were. You need that kind of chemistry and cohesion on the road.
Now, here's Wells. After Lou Dort's miss, they get a hand on it. Morant passes to Jackson. Back to Morant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You can see, and Coach, you can feel Ja Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does, and it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Back to Hartenstein. Pass to Dort. Shot clock at 5. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And that one is good from Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 5.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Here's Morant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Well, the way that Morant is able to twist and contort through a defense, he is one of a kind in that regard.
Knocked away, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession. And And a chance here to check out some stats for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Lets the three fly. Grizzlies with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
Here is Williams after the made shot from Desmond Bane. Here's Hartenstein. And here's the fast break. Wells leading the way. And it's a great finish.
Oh, my. Yeah, Morant's got to get himself in that dunk contest. I mean, look at that.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City. They traveled to Memphis last time they faced the Grizzlies and came away with a win.
And they cruised to a big win in their last meeting, getting that opposing starting lineup out of the game early with foul trouble.
Yeah, I don't think you can count on that happening every time, but it's a nice advantage when the calls go that way.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. It's tipped, and he recovers it, and he's able to get it back. Wallace. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Leading by 5. There's Jackson with the 3. Pass to Kennard. Now here's Pippen. There's the 3. Rebounded by Joe. So Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those 3 outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those 3 guys. That's a great base for the future.
Sinks the triple.
Well, Caruso is a very solid passer. He's able to recognize where there are gaps in the defensive coverage.
Now, here's Kennard. Still yet to score. 1:06 left in the first. Pippen, the pass to Aldama. And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game.
Time for your Thunder Girls. Come on, everyone, make some noise.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And here are the top free throw shooting teams this month. You don't want to put these guys on the line too often. Number 1, the Grizzlies. In third, the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, both of these clubs have really been good from the free throw line. I mean, the focus is there, and the numbers would back that up.
And that one's good, Morant.
Well, keeping his composure against defensive pressure inside. Nice work there by Morant.
Got a piece of it. Wells with the steal. Jumps up. And the dunk by Wells.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Here's Joe. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Pass to Edey. Here's Wells. The three-pointer off the mark.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
First personal foul. First team foul.
20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Wallace against Jackson. Wallace, the pass to Williams, and it's blocked. Right side, Bane. Can't hit from in close. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. He'll get you back to the action after this break. for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. We thank you for the report. Some changes for Memphis. Santi Aldama's checked in for Jaren Jackson, and Pippen subbed in for John Morant. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark in 2 for 4. You know, Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves ejected on purpose to fire up their team. Am I on the right track there or not?
Well, Kevin, certainly it happens with some guys. There have certainly been guys, Jerry Sloan, Don Nelson, who would do some of that.
How about you? How about you?
Now, Kevin, you know me. All I've always ever tried to do was help the referees because we all just want to get to the right call, and I could help them in that one.
You did all the time.
As much as I could, but they were not receptive.
And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great read there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts.
Back to Hartenstein. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Not a problem. First turnover of the game. But overall, I like how they're taking care of the basketball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Buff's jacked in, and it's Jackson in for Vince Williams. Now, here's Dort. He had 13 points in the win against Sacramento. They now take the lead. Hartenstein's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Kennard. Then for 3. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Passes it to Hartenstein. Lets it go from 11. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And that's a foul called on Santi Aldama. That's his first foul. Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder.
Coming onto the floor for your Thunder,
Oklahoma City trailer.
Looking now at some numbers for Shai Gilgeous.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Wallace is checked in for Oklahoma City. Alex Caruso comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, Morant just continuing to assert himself offensively.
And so here is Oklahoma City. 4-point game.
Another foul will give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Wiggins is checked in.
To the floor for your Thunder, Aaron Wiggins.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Tipped away. And here we go. Fast break and Morant's got it. Lets it go with a 3. They get the rebound. Back to Bain. From outside the arc. Jackson finds Morant. Shoots over Caruso. And it's Morant missing.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Now here's Wiggins. He's guarded close. The pass to Holmgren. Shot clock at 6. Always with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at some of the players that are contributing in areas you might not expect. The top rebounding shooting guards of the past month. Number 1, Desmond Bain.
And a 2-guard who's as prolific a rebounder as he is a rare breed in the NBA. You usually don't expect it from an off guard, but he's a big contributor on the glass.
Well, that kind of rebounding production from your backcourt is huge. It certainly takes some pressure off of the big guys.
And the Thunder making a change here. Joe's checked in. Higgins outside. Back to Joe. Here's Caruso. One-on-one fast break. Here's Morant. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And yeah, how about this team also following up their shots, getting those offensive boards, also a key for their success.
Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Thunder trailing by 10. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
And he just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat you.
44 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Caruso. And here's Wiggins to stop the run. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
That was big. They dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's Bain. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Bain's got 6.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Morant. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now Wallace. Still scoreless. Over Bain. Misses off the left iron. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that, and they've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Back to the action in just a minute.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Thunder Youth Dance.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. It was all Ja Morant in the first quarter. He ended up with 22 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. And Shaq, What are your thoughts on how Memphis played?
They're running some great offense right now, working the ball in good spots, taking what the defense gives them, not forcing up shots. We'll see if they can maintain that discipline in the second half.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Oklahoma City?
The free throw margin is very telling. One team is playing aggressively, getting to the line, and the other one just you have to be willing to play through the contact.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
Not that bad.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
Well, when you've got a player with the energy and athleticism he has, it can make for a big night when he gets it going.
And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' spot. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. For Memphis, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
That's good from Morant. Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
Well, I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama. I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
And here's Morant following Lou Dort's 3, and that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Gilgeous-Alexander. Morant against Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Thunder trailing by 10. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Holmgren the pass to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Guarded by Morant. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Oklahoma City. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Edey. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors. Starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. And here now the Thunder. The Grizzlies making the shot. Back to Williams. Over Wells. Williams missing again. Memphis leading by 10. Here we are sizing up G.A. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Pass to Dort. 6 to shoot. They shoot again. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocked.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Substitution on the court.
Thunder trailing by 9. Passes it to Holmgren. Fires the 3. Traps in the tray. Holmgren's got his second basket of the night.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Timeout call for Grizzlies.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Baines check in for Memphis. Ja Morant comes in for Pippen. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out west. Taking a look at Oklahoma City, they've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, Memphis, a few slots below them.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long. And, guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right.
Taken away by Williams. That's tipped. They get it back. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Morant with it. He's got 25. There's the pass to Huff. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got 7 rebounds in the game. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Thunder have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. My wife was not real happy about that. At one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oklahoma City foul.
And a look now at the Thunder's upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Indiana Pacers. Then on Monday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And for their matchup with Detroit, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And it's good, 2 points. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, he was scuffling with his shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Here's Morant. Up and in on the layup. Morant's got 29.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
1:29 left in the third. To the inside, Caruso. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, yeah. Caruso has major spring to his game.
It's stolen by Hartenstein. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Wiggins is checked in for Chet Holmgren. Conchar is checked in for the Grizzlies. Vince Williams comes in for Ja Morant. The wide open look here for Hartenstein. It's good. This game is all even. Hartenstein's got 11 points. For Memphis, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half through 2 of 8. Outside Jackson. Bangs home the trifecta. Jackson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at one.
44 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, and it's in there. He's got 13.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Clock management, this is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Conchar finds Jackson. Here's Huff. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Huff's got his first points in this one. Thunder trailing by 3. Now here's Waltz. Scoreless thus far. Here's Aldama. To the paint. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Snatched away. And the game still closely contested as we end the 3rd quarter. It's the Grizzlies leading by 3. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guards. Set others up, play the game the right way.
These teams locked in a very close contest. This 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Jalen Williams is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Chet Holmgren. And it's Joe in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And Pippen gets it to go. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And they've also shown great effort defensively tonight. They closed out on shooters and really got their hands up on multiple shots.
Here's Pippen, the Thunder making the shot. Memphis moving that ball around. Wells with it, working on Williams. A shot by Wells, no good.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Huff passes to Jackson. Here's Pippen. Off target at the rim. Thunder trailing by 3. Pass to Williams. And Williams with the stuff.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Here's Kennard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And every defense knows Kennard is looking to score, which is why they sometimes overcommit and foul.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Edey's checked in for the Grizzlies. Ja Morant comes in for Pippen. Both free throws good from Kennard.
And you know, Kennard is known for his shooting expertise, but his ability to handle the ball and create for others is very overlooked.
Now, here's Dort. Pass to Wiggins. Grizzlies with the rebound. Edey's got Morant outside. Passes it to Kennard. Back to Morant. Right wing to the middle. And then Morant slams it in.
And what a show Morant is putting on. Every time he touches the ball, you feel like he's going to score.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. To the paint, here's Wiggins. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Morant with the bucket. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They trail by 7. Dort with the bounce pass. And there it is for him. And it's 9 points for Chet Holmgren.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Morant outside. And then Morant slams it in.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Here's Joe. Guarded by Morant. Off target from three-point range. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Back to Kennard. Stolen by Dort. By himself. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
It's all about effort with Dort. He's had nothing handed to him. When he wants something, this man takes it.
Morant kicks to Jackson. And here is Wells. Jackson passes to Wells. 5 to shoot. A shot off that time.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Dort, and it's denied. And they're able to recover.
Yeah, Jackson's link impacts both ends.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Morant, that's for 2. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Dort. Kennard with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field.
2 minutes remaining.
A shot by Wells, no good. Oklahoma City's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight, 50% exactly. A second chance effort, and Holmgren lays it in. Holmgren's got 6 points in the quarter.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're in front by 3. A minute 50 left in the 4th quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Hartenstein's checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Isaiah Joe. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. Now he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Such a hungry player. Holmgren likes being the guy in that situation.
And there's the pass to Wells. Back to Morant. That one good for 2. Morant's got 15 points here in the second half.
Wanting the ball in these spots is what makes Morant the leader that he is.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 assists tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander against Morant. We've got 1:13 left in the 4th quarter. Driving inside. And finished off by Morant.
Well, that's why you give Morant the ball down the stretch. He does not fear the big moments.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Somehow misses the two-handed jam.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down. And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. There's 49 seconds left in the game. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A shot that time, not on target. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
There's Jackson with the 3. The Thunder pull it in.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
Williams passes to Holmgren. Got a hand on it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And so they foul intentionally.
Who gets goal? Third personal foul. 13 foul.
It's the first, that increases their lead to 6.
Well, you know, Bane came into this league a terrific shooter. Now he's a terrific scorer. He can do it all. Good job converting at the line and helping to build this league.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 7. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. There's 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That shot misses. Morant with some nice D. And so it's Bane with it. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
What a passer Bane has become.
For 3, Holmgren. Edey with the rebound. Morant outside. And the miss. So it's Memphis picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. Coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody has the green light, so I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just let you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we're behind you. So.
You all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.